Hi, my name is Olivia Upton. I am a student at the University of North Georgia. Alright, so today we are going to be talking about sociological imagination and sociology from my point of view. So sociological imagination is going to give somebody the ability to take a deeper look into how personal experiences will affect them and a society. Definitions that I have are sociology, which is the study of development, structure, and functioning in human society. Culture is going to be a society's pattern of living. Social structure is going to be patterns and relationships between or within a group. And social institution is going to be the system of roles and norms organized around satisfaction and need of a society. Alright, so how society shapes an individual. This is going to be, so from my perspective, it really just happens through school, work, friends, and family. Your developmental age, or whenever you're growing up, your family has a lot to do with the way that you may view certain things like money and the way that you would view working and stuff like that. So your family has a lot to do with it, and then as you get older, it switches to school and then work. And here are some personal examples of, there's a picture of my family for childhood, and school I have a picture from anatomy, and then my friends and relationships, which can be friendships, family, or in this picture it's me and my boyfriend. And then we have different kinds of groups. So a primary group is going to be very connected, emotional, and that is a picture of me and my best friend, while a secondary group is going to be very impersonal. It has, this picture is me and my brother went to a UGA football game, and there were a ton of people there, and we shared something in common by we were all at the football game, but also we didn't know each other. And then we've also got some organization types. And those are going to be like formal organization. We also have a coercive organization, which is like a hospital or a prison where you are kind of forced to be there. And then you have a voluntary organization, which is very interest driven. Like I go to church, and that is something that I do out of my interest. I have not been forced to do that. And then you have a total organization, which is like a cult or the military, where you don't really have much wiggle room at all. You are told everything to do, and if you don't listen, there are consequences. And a group is going to be 2 or more people that share a common interest. Then we've got some sociological theories. We have functionalism, which really focuses on the equilibrium of society, looking at everybody is doing their part to make society function better, and that's going to be macro sociology. Then we have conflict theorism, which is mainly focused on competition. Everyone wants to do their best, which is also macro sociology. And then we have symbolic interactionalism, which really focuses on the individual and how society affects that. So that is going to look at the patterns and interaction between individuals and relationships in society. So that is going to be the best theory that we would use to understand the relationship between individual and society. And then we have macro level and micro level. So macro level is going to focus on the big picture, like a country as a whole or a continent as a whole. But then you have the micro level, which really focuses in on an individual, a smaller group, or an individual. Then we've got the significance of sociology and personal experience. So sociology is really going to teach people a lot about what's going on around the world. For example, it taught me a lot about different cultures, and it really just opened your eyes to different cultures and discrimination and oppression within a society. Then we have different research methods. So we have qualitative and quantitative. So qualitative is really going to look at the quality of what is happening, and qualitative is really going to look at the quality of what is happening. So, like how an individual may perceive and give meaning to something. And then quantitative just looks mainly at numbers, how many people are in this group, how many people are in this group. So, qualitative is going to be the best research method to understand a relationship between society and an individual. And then sociology around the world. So, that is going to be some examples are government, religion, and social class. Those are some things that would really have an effect on a society that we might not have a direct access to. Like, we can't go to another country right away and completely learn how their government runs and how their religion morals might be different than ours, and social class can really make an effect on how somebody grows up. And here is my works cited, and there were a few more things that I wanted to touch on. So some examples of macro level is going to be like government or religion. And then micro level would be like social class or education level. And sociological theory is going to allow Sociological theory is really going to allow somebody to dig deeper into what is happening within a society to really find what the relationship between that society and individual is going to be. So that helps us a lot in looking at sociology as a whole. All right, and that is all. Thank you.